What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another week in freight, where I'm going to find the freight. And guys, it's been a doozy out there. I've heard some crazy stories. I just got home myself, and well, the loads were not in my favor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover and find where the freight is. And I go ahead and say this, just because there's going to be a lot of freight there. Guys, in order to get the best rate, you're going to have to be stubborn. You're going to have to be able to hold your guns and just wait out that good load. We're going to back up 5 years when we was doing the same thing 4 or 5 years ago. But before I get into this video, let me suggest that you go download my new app. Yes, I've got a trucking app. It's called Pro Driver Tools. And we're on path to make the best damn trucking app, period. It's an app for truckers by truckers. So anyways, go to the Apple Store right now. It's not available on Android as of yet. We're still working on some bugs to get that up to you Android users. And that'll be up and soon. And I will let you know as soon as it goes that way. So let's dive into this. And where I like to start right here is this national load count. It's the in and out ratio. Or as I like to say, it's the truck in versus the truck needed to come out. Where like Alabama's showing 321 trucks headed in, and they only need 222 coming out. Those are loads. So there's going to be more trucks than loads needed to come out. Arizona's even worse. Arkansas's good. See, they've got a lot more freight out there. So now that you understand that, I'm just going to browse through here. Feel free to pause this video at any moment if you want to see something, because I'm going to try to breeze through here and get it over with, and let us all get back on with our life and looking for loads. So let me go clear all these fields. We're going to start in Los Angeles and keep it about 120 mile radius. We're going to do van. Today is the 26th. I'll tell you what, we're going to separate this out. We're going to go for the rest of the week. So this is going to be the week in freight from the 26th through the 29th, and we're going to see where the volumes are. Find out where the volumes are, and it'll show you what's going on in that area. So this right here is kind of down, guys. I mean, I know it's showing 1,700 loads, but bear in mind, I usually do this for one day, and this is usually the amount of loads for one day, let alone, what is today, Tuesday? So 3.5 more days. So let's see here. Clicked over tab. Let's see what kind of loads the brokers are trying to push. Now here's an $8,000 load, Syracuse, right here. So let's see. The load's been going for $6,800. They're trying to push it for 8. Yeah, one stop, 40,000 pounds. Here's another one down to Florida. This load right here, guys. If you click on this right here, that shows you $8,000. That's what they're offering, if you can see right over here in the far right corner. But right here, it's going to give you the 15-day average with the pro version that I'm using. If you want to use this, check the description, guys. I've got my 9 keys to your authority in the description down under load board. Just click that link, try it out for free. You can try it out free for 30 days and see if it's for you. I've used this since day one of having my MC back in 2017, and I wouldn't do business without it. So go check this out. The pro version gives you the 15-day average, so that's what I'm using here. And if you want more tools than this, sign up for that Power, and it gives you a lot more options. But anyway, $6,800. There's something first off, there's something wrong with this load. This load's only been averaging $6,800, but they're trying to push it for 8. I'm going to tell you right now, the thing that I see wrong with this load is they don't have this little check mark. See this little factor? Well, this little factor, where it says factor, they don't have that check mark. And what that means is, if it's got the check mark like the rest of these loads do, that means that company will factor this load. They don't have the check mark. That could be a couple of different things. It could be they're a new company. It could be mean they don't pay their bills. They haven't established their credit yet. Either way, that's probably why they're offering more, because it's going to be a bigger risk on your part because they will not factor it. So that's just, me personally, I wouldn't take it. I'll probably come down here and grab this one right here for $6,700, and then talk to them and say I'm gonna need more than 67 because there's loads coming down here for $8,000, and the broker gets on there and sees it, and he sees shit. Well, here's one for 12, but it's going to Anchorage. Yeah, just little tools. So moving on, let's shoot up to the NorCal area. NorCal. I'll do Tracy because Tracy right there in Tracy. Let's bump this up to 200. That way we can get the east or the Bay Area, Sacramento, and all in between. And there is 969 loads up that way. Let's see what kind of offers they have. 8,500. See, here you go. Chino to Florida, $8,500. That load's been moving for 67, but they're trying to push it for 85. So let's look and see if there's any special notes. Let's see. It's got multiple drops. 10 unused boxes, away, shipping, receiving, all stops. I don't know if that one's worth it or not. I mean, I guess it just depends on what you like to do. But give them a call. That might be worth it. Here's those $8,000 loads again. Cherokee Express. We won't factor it. R2 Logistics will. They got credit. New Jersey 65. All right, guys, moving on. Let's bump this back before I forget it. Shoot up to the Seattle area. I might as well bump this up to 200 again. That way we get all the extreme northwest. 748 loads in the northwest region. Tacoma to Miami for 65. It's been averaging 59 or $1.77 a mile. So they're trying to push it for a little more, but they don't have that check. So moving on down. And this load right here down over there, man, they need to come up on that rate. This is what you're going to run into, guys. Right now, there's a lot of freight out there, but not a lot of rate on the freight. These brokers they're playing their games, and they want to push it for as little as possible, because the less revenue the driver, the carrier gets, means the more revenue they keep in their pocket. So yeah, you're just gonna have to negotiate. You're gonna have to negotiate, and don't get fear of loss. Take you a anti-FOMO pill and sit back and just relax until you find one you want that's going to pay you what you want. All right, moving on. Let's go down to the Kansas City area. Oh. What you got, Kansas City? 19. Ooh, that's looking good. 2,000 loads in the Kansas City area. So there's a Vegas for 47, and they got a check mark. So decent load. That's $1,000 more. And drop trailer required. Drop trailer 16-hour load time, secure, plus 10 o'clock. So they're going to ask you to drop your trailer. So that might be worth it to get that rate going into Nevada. I would rather take this Tampa. It's less money, but I'd rather take Tampa. And it's 43.7. It appears to be a one pick, one drop. And that head my butt back up to Georgia and keep on rolling. All right, let's shoot over to St. Louis. St. Louis. What do I got at St. Louis? 2,200. Nice. Let's see what kind of offers they've got on the board. Idaho for 62. JB Hunt. JB Hunt's. Oh, JB Hunt. Y'all's in a pickle. Y'all's trying to move that one pick, one drop to Idaho, Lewiston. That load's been going for this. They've got it $1,000 more than what the 15-day average is. So guys, that's looking good in our favor. So Portland's for 5. Yep, looking good. Let's shoot down to Dallas, to the Daly market. Let's bump this back down. Yeah. Dallas market coming in with 2,000 loads, looking good for the volume. See what kind of offers are on the board for the Dallas market. Coming in at 5,000 to Oregon, Washington, Seattle. Let's see, 45. What you got for Florida? I like that lane. I like Texas to Florida. Here, Pembroke Park, Florida. 36. That's been averaging 34, 265. So nearly $3 a mile. Yeah, I'd run that. Well, probably about 280 a mile, I'd say. If I had to calculate it, around 280. I'd run it. Fort Worth. There. Yep. Let's go down to Houston. Houston, Texas. Right about the same as Dallas. Oh, wrong choice. Dallas, let's see the offers. 62 up to whatever that is. Tukwila? Pretty cool name. Washington, Oregon. There's some freight up there, guys. There's some rates up there, I should say. I like this New York, as long as that ain't nor the I don't know where that place is. Yeah, I'd run that. I like all of New York except this bottom corner right here. The rest of New York I love. Good trucking up there. So yeah, I would take that. I mean, it's still, that needs to be, that needs to come up there. But I like that lane. All right, moving on. Let's shoot over to Savannah Market, or let's do Atlanta first. Come over here in my neck of the woods, and Atlanta's coming in with 1,800 loads. I'm curious, guys. Cross country, Atlanta to California. I'm gonna say 3,200. Whoa. 55. Whoa, 55. Nice. See, there's what I'm talking about. Let's see, pickup hours, and drive on Kubotas. Ooh, I like those. I like these loads. I bet I know where that's picking up at. Kubotas. Yeah, I like that. I like that. If I still run cross country, I'd be all over that. Because you get that going out, get that coming back, you're going, let's say, 10 days. 10 days you done knocked out, say $12,000. You're basically doing over $1,000 a day. Almost $1,000 a day after fuel. If you drive good and got a fuel efficient truck, which I don't, so I don't go there no more. Atlanta, Savannah. Oh, wrong one. And let's bump this down to about 160 to get that Jacksonville market as well. Savannah coming in with 1,200 loads. And I'm going to go tell you, I don't think they're going to have no high rates. I stand corrected, $6,000, $7,000. And they're right there on the money. I wouldn't run it. But if you run that lane, that's good money. Let's see what I would go for. If I was down here looking for something to come out, I better get on down to around this 2 market. Because I won't be looking for something like this. Get me up in New York, go north, south, or the Midwest. 2,300 on that one. They're trying to book it now. For Coyote's got that one for 21. Yeah. There's some freight out here, guys. There's some freight. You just got to know where to be. This is why I started doing these videos. Because this is what I do. When I go trucking, before I go trucking, I suggest you guys do this. Download and sign up for the Truckers Edge Pro. And at least once a week, you get on here and do exactly what I'm doing right now. You check all the freight hubs of where you like to run and where you put your truck. And do a quick search, whether it's just the Midwest or the Northeast, the Northwest, the south of 40, east of 30, I don't care, whatever you run, and check all these freight hubs. And what that's going to do for you, that's one, it's going to show you where to put your truck and where the freight is. Because if you know the freight's hot in Dallas, you know, forward thinking here, if you're looking at a load in St. Louis going to Dallas at a prime rate, before you even have to look at the next area you're going to, you already know off the top, in the back of your mind that Dallas is hot right now, versus not knowing and have to waste time looking into the Dallas market, and then you take the chance of losing that load you're looking at. Because I've said it for years now, your most important load is the next one you're going to book. So whatever load you're looking at now, that's not as important as the next one you're going to pick up. It's like shooting pool. You got to set yourself up. So by doing this, and you check all the freight hubs around the area that you run, you know, I should say in the front of your mind, what areas are hot. And if you see a hot lane or hot load going into a certain market in the front of your mind, you know whether or not that market you're going into is hot or not. It just saves time. It streamlines the process and keeps you more efficient on booking good freight on the whim with a quickness without much looking into it. So that's what I do. That's what I've always done. And I suggest you do the same. It helps you stay more profitable, more efficient, and keeps you running your truck in a healthy market at all times. Anyway, let's get on. Where was I at? I was in Savannah, wasn't I? Let's shoot up to Charlotte. Charlotte. See what Charlotte coming up in? I didn't even drop it 160 miles back down. Charlotte's coming in goodness 3,300. We're seeing some volume now, boys. We're firing on all cylinders. So they got a Washington for 68. That load's been going for 265 on average. They're a little under the 8 ball there, but there's a lot of good money loads. A lot of good money loads in Charlotte. Let's shoot up to Columbia, or down to Columbia. Sakakalaki. Come on, Columbia. Can you beat Charlotte? No, they can't, but there's still a lot of freight down in the Carolinas, guys. 69 to Washington, of course. Of course, it's going to the Northwest. Let's get out of this high dollar freight and move down here to this. Look at this crap. Look at this crap right here. Like what I said earlier, 3,300. That load's been averaging 41. They're crazy. They're crazy. Yeah, but you can't make no money on that. Let's see how. If I was down in Anderson, Columbia area, what would I look for? I'd look for something like this. I'd look for something like this. Maybe even this right here. Definitely this. Definitely. $2,600 to go 450 miles. Guys, look, I'm not making this up. That's a good rate. That's a damn good rate. That's $3 for that. That's damn near $6 a mile. Yeah, it goes to Ohio and Maryland. So that's a 2-point load. 2-point load. So overall 1,000 miles, you're still getting $260 a mile on 1,000 miles. And lightweight. You got a hood truck like me, that lightweight means a lot. That means the difference of spending $2,000 in fuel versus $1,200. I look cool rolling down the road, but I sure as hell ain't saving a lot of money. Oh shit, Medley, what you got? $2,500 on that? Nice for 600 miles. All right, guys, let's move on. I'm getting carried away here. I'm having too much fun. Let's shoot up to Richmond, Virginia. They could drop back down here into the Tennessee market. For all my Tennesseans, 2,200 loads in the Richmond market, looking good. Let's see. Let's check out Guitar Town. Guitar Town coming in with 2,000 loads, looking good, looking real good. Knoxville. Guys, I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit and get this over with. I know you're tired of watching 1,400. Hold on a minute. I know you're tired of watching, but I'm curious. $5,000? Nope. Look at this. $4,800. Sparks, Nevada. Pretty decent. Hanford, more. Whoa, $3,800 for Knoxville down to Maryland. Oh, whoa. I don't know. Palletized, 1 pick, 3 drops. Monday, Tuesday deliveries. Van with swing doors. See that right there? TQL. Guys, people says TQL is garbage. Look at this right here. 800 miles, $3,800. Yeah, it's going to have 3 drops. But at 3 drops is that's money in the bank. Nice. I'm liking it. All right, let's shoot up to let's do Allentown. I learned how to type. I'm a trucker now, not a typist. 7,000 loads in the Allentown market. Now show me. That right there is insane. $45,000 loads. That's insane. All right, guys, I'm just curious. I don't know if you guys are curious like me, but I'm curious on this $45,000 load right here. So it's the Load Smart Inc. out of New York. 35,000 pounds. You look over here, it's solar panels. All that load 1,700 over to South Dakota. I'm gonna go on a whim here and say somebody added the extra zero in there. Just one, either to get your attention, or two, they've got a happy thumb, and they just overclick. They double click their mouse and click, 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 click. Either way, that gets a lot of attention. And if I was a broker, I would do this as well, because it's going to get a lot of people calling because they think they done found a unicorn. Anyway, you're gonna call them, and I'd just about be willing to bet you a 12-pack of beer. They're going to say, no, that load's $4,500. Somebody must have made a mistake. And that's probably more than likely what they're going to say. But it does get a lot of attention and a lot of phone calls. And then they're going to sell you this load. Now, before you call this, or any load like this, ask yourself, would you move this load for $4,500? If the answer is no, I wouldn't waste my time calling. But if you want to, go ahead. All right, moving on. Let's shoot down to the Indianapolis market. Come on. Da, 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 da. 2,400 loads. Looking good. 6,000 to Washington. Hey, man, there's all kinds of freight going up to the Northwest. All right, guys. If you guys are out here complaining about there's no freight, there's no rates, there's no money in trucking, I'm about to turn up shop and go under, grab your load and chase miles. Forget that dollar, or forget that high rate per mile, and chase high miles per week. Get something like this and just keep that truck rolling. You'll make it. I took Indiana. Indianapolis. 4,000 loads. That looks better. That looks way better. $8,000. Nice. All right, guys. Let's shoot over to, or down to, or over to, let's do Columbus, Ohio. Columbus coming in with 4,000 loads. Do they got any money loads? I bet they do. Oh, here, look, another $31,000 load. On pallets is coffee, 20,000 pounds, full. This is going up to Colorado, 1,300. I guarantee you that's $3,100. Just call and ask. See, the 15-day average is 36. You call them and say, no, that's 31,000 or 3,100. Somebody made a mistake. Say, well, since you made a mistake, I'm gonna go ahead and raise you. I need 36,000. Since the load's been offering 3,600. Shoot down. Let's go up to St. Paul, Minneapolis area. Then I gotta get out of here. Gotta go pick up my son. St. Paul coming in with 1,000 loads. Let's see what they got. 4,600, of course, to Washington. Here's a Lakeland, Florida. That's a good lake. That's a good. I'd run that. Yep. I would. I'd run that in a minute, because Lakeland's not that far down in Florida. It's halfway. Then you bounce back out. Sarasota. Now, this one right here. Sarasota's further, and that's 28,000 pounds versus 39. See this right here, M2. You need to check what other people's doing. Who in their right mind would book this Sarasota when you get this Lakeland? Anyway, moving on. Let's finish this out with Chicago. See what they've got going and see if they've got a lot of freight. I'm going to say yes. And 5,000 loads. Looking good, guys. So here, the proof's in the pudding. I just showed you there's a lot of money out there, a lot of freight out there. You just got to have the right tools to point you in the right direction to help you stay profitable. If you're one of these people out here that's whining and bitching and moaning like, I'm about to lose my business, I'm about to go under, I can't do this, can't do that, that's because you don't have the tools in the shed. Just saying. You know, I look at this right here, I see that there's plenty of freight out there, guys. What you whining for? If you made it to the end of this video, I surely do appreciate you. Give me a big old thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I put videos out on the regular, all things trucking to help further your career and help you make more money at the end of the month. That's what it's all about, guys. It ain't about what you get. Oh, remember, guys, it ain't about how far you go in life that matters. It matters how far in life you go get by adding quality and values to others. Until the next video, see you, bye.